depths of despair, we're stuck in this haze. The price raised, the whispers turn away. The noise is loud, but we can't escape the weight of doubt, our future's at stake. Hope fades fast like a dying flame, as Bitcoin's trapped with no clear aim. The noise is loud, but we can't escape the weight of doubt, our future's at stake. Hope is loud, but we can't escape the weight of doubt, our future's at stake. Hope fades fast like a dying flame, as Bitcoin's trapped with no clear aim. A bearish reign with no escape to share. The crowds lost hope, their grip doth slip. Downward spiral, where will they dip? Despair, the market's asleep. Eat by each it bake test. The bounce will keep the glimmered peaks. Hope rekindled, hearts that seek a reversal call. The price does make a chance to rise. The market stays.
It's the best stuff I know what you're putting. Tell you why to about it. All night is a vibe, and it was a pocado wild. She thinks it's a yes, go park your fly. I am a super bad, no one ever too slow, so be thought. Nice hard, but that's young, love. I'll make you know where I need you. Tell me the truth. I think it's clear, though. I'll step on the say yes. In darkness we've dwelled, where fears unfold. Still our hopes grow old. The ceiling's high, but so is the toll. It makes us sin as as our wealth growth grows gold. We dwell where fears unfold. The charts we sell, our hopes grow old. The ceiling's high, but so is the toll. Panic sets in as our wealth grows told.
Despair sets
Grows
in.
cold.
The market spiral, no clear to design. The range is narrow, the bears align. Hopes of rescue hard to define.
Cyclines. Again we spiral, no clear design to find.
The bears are tired, their grip begins to slip. Support, hold strong, the bounce starts to rip. The momentum builds, the price starts to shift. A glimmer of hope in the darkening rift. The bears are tired, their grip begins to slip. Support holds strong, the bounce starts to rip. The momentum builds, the price starts to shift. A glimmer of hope in the darkening rift.
Are closing in, the bears prevail. A sea of red with no escape to hail. The highs are distant memories, the lows now real. The despair so palpable, it's hard to conceal. The walls are closing in, the bears prevail. Despair so palpable, its heart's now real. The despair so palpable, it's hard to conceal.
Cyanide, planet space machine. I must be signed by Space's crests. Seas and sea, he comes and never breathe. His chats are high, going nice to once. Fading shore geese,
Western miles a swag. While every's building destos, supplying with fading needs. Turn mobile. Darkest night, where hopes did fade, despair's chill winds began to invade. The floor gets decayed. The market's price is Vorderheit. Alarm feedsick out and sailing high. A test of region sailing high. A test of resistance passes by. Dark clouds gather, hope does stray. Despair sets in with each new day. Despair sets in with each new day. The charts are worn, the mood is gray, as bears take control. Come what may, come what may. The highs are free, the lows prevail. Despair creeps in, the charts fail. The momentum's waiting, it's hard to have. Brutus calls with hope on.
me. The wall is near, the crowd just flee, but still we hold on, can't be free.
The market's cold, the bears take hold, a descent begins. The charts grow old, the doubts are loud, the fears unfold. A test of wills where resilience is told. The doubts are loud, the fears unfold. A test of wills where resilience is told. The bears are roaring, the crowd's in despair, but Bitcoin's resilience shows it cares. The dip was brief, the bounce is fair, back to the levels that were once shared. The floor has fallen, the bears are strong. Pressure mounts, the price moves wrong. The search for hope begins as Bitcoin's momentum starts to go wrong.
外地我对换到每样不离动的手，把就能解放，但是那段当初的心里，给希望所有别的伤，有份手机可以当我也马上来打住我。기대지, 액체수와 자식고 너 가방 탁감 두위 없어
大，学术上课的节奏听满西波的，爱我的爱在天气，nice，一个男人从马上比如大声举一场洗手的爱情，你阿婆耳朵把句话一点，如果处理中国气自己我的爱，个被跟我学在我根本当过眼睛，那我就被拿了多少武器出来，记得 sacrifice，爱一次表示爱，可能去自己的眼，过了变成不行为你，让洗了比我把我也自己，感受到破了，演出去换电信任何电个 party day，ACDT 我的信仰多几次。
Fears and doubts creeping in the night as prices sink in an uncertain light. The bear stronghold, we're trapped in flight. Throw the light, go down, fly. Oh no. A long descent, a dreamer's hope begins to invent. The floor is reached, the pain subsides. New life stirs as the price of divides. In despair, we find our strength and rise anew with a newfound lace.
Prima pessime gioco al giornale. Non chiedere da malava se ne ci vai mio terzo e sto solo hit na se da coach watch i testi ci sempre in caffè volete caia capo sono pure psica se sueño se shuriga ba se what think to be to holy tema ni sanwa na ye bo sanwa to ne bin se shuri go mi pa bai da to for she pa wa my don't sing this solo but keep but it's my sit down e se tu bem tu balance no la se as you così mona cosa si va in se peace in Fiji se sabe sta da se va da mai. Deception dance, the bears deceive, luring bulls to take the bait, then leave. The test is near, will they believe the bounce is real or just a tease? The bounce is near or just a tease. The bounce is real or just a tease. Whose gold shines bright in the night? Deception's game is played so right. The herds deceive, the trend takes flight. A bear market rally, a wicked delight.
lives pretend to yield. Morale is born long before the market's trapped in a charade. Price actions, all that's displayed. A test is near, the dust mark awaits. Will we rise or fall from this fated fate? In shadow depths, a rally's born. Deception's veil begins to torn. The bulls pretend, but suspect is mourn. A trap set for the unsuspecting morn. But still we dream of a new dawn. Deceptions gain but no momentum. Scheme, a rally's born. This must flee. The lie's been tested. Crowds on must flee. The high's been tested. The momentum's keen. But Welly's born and beers must flee. The high's been tested, crowds on the lines, will it be divine, be divine?
Deception reigns, the bears take aim, fooling us all with an awkward game. The close is strong, the momentum's the same. Ubide beckons a target to reclaim.
veil. A veilless preachers, a relish guys. One catch the mic, look big clear it, or take flight. Это бесценно. Естественно, новое. One take clean. Flagship and distinct flags. Deceptions feel as oh universe. Look between clearing or take flight. A fleeting respite from the pain. Rallying hard. The bears reclaim their sight. Reclaim their sight. Deception wears a subtle face, a rally born of bear's dark pace. The charts deceive, the price does play, as we dance on the edge of this torn array. The shadows dance, the bears retreat. A rally forms, but don't be sweet. The lows are near, the highs await. Deception reigns, the markets fade.
In the shadows of despair, a rally unfolds without a care. Deception wears a masquerade's face as Bitcoin rises from its temporary place. The music whispers, bite in my ear, of a dance to come, of a dance to come, and nothing to fear, and nothing to fear. Of a dance to come. Shadows dance, shadows dance on the walls so thin. A rally born to trap and spin. The bears deceive with subtle guile. As Bitcoin pauses its future's trial, will the bounce be relevant? Is forward past best. Great bones out here and does its best. Bitcoin spirit Morgan does its best. The bears listens on the wall so foul. As Bitcoin pauses its future's trial, will the bounce be real, or just a test, or dust a test? Before it breaks out and does its best, and does its best. Yes. I'd see which file no test. Before it breaks out and does its best. Section's grip, a rally masquerades, vocal from cheap shades. The price is low, the bounce is made. Deception skies, a masquerades, a wolf in cheap shades. The price is low, bounce displayed, with wary eyes on us on display. As Bitcoin consolidates its wire to flow. Consolidates minor dip level.
Shadows of doubt and fear lies a rally that brings us near. The false hope of a fleeting high. Before the bears' claws take their side, the trap is set, but we won't deny the thrill of the chase until we say goodbye.
Acceptance, so Paul spice of the day is markets. shadows, whispers grow, a rally born of bears slow. The floors where we meet and know deception's trap or so they'll show. But watch it rise with subtle pace and a breakout's cunning face. The bears may whisper sweet despair, but Bitcoin's heart beats strong and fair. From ashes rise a rally rare, a deceptively steady air. Momentum whispers hold the course, did whisperly steady air. Momentum whispers hold the course. $1,000 beckons once more.
Where bears hold sway, a glimmer of hope begins to sway. A glimmer of hope begins to sway. A glimmer of hope begins to sway. The smog calls, a beacon bright, guiding bulls through the dark of night. The smog calls, a beacon bright, guiding bulls through the dark of night.
In the depths of despair, where losses linger near, a glimmer of hope appears, banishing every fear. The price will rise, the mood will clear, as Bitcoin strength returns, infusioned every fear. The price will rise, as Bitcoin strength returns and disappear. despair, we search for a ray of hope to guide us through the darkness of the day. A fleeting spark, a moment's respite. The rebound begins, our spirits take flight.
We see the light, a desperate rise amidst the night. A beacon hide, we'll take the chains, then let our high hopes fly.
In the darkness, we've seen the light. The smallest call, a beacon high. We'll take the chance and let our hopes fly.
In a sea of pain, a fleeting game dabs the bane, traps the bears in doubt and shame. But don't be swayed, the rebound's real, but don't be swayed. The bear skirt's just waiting to slay. Above 119,000 will make our stand. Breaking out, or so we plan. A wolf in sheep's clothing, a rally so fine. Deception prevails, but we'll make it mine. The charts are whispering sweet, but we'll make it mine. The charts are whispering sweet, nothing's divine. As 119,000 our hearts align. bears regain their stride, a rallying decline, a trap inside. The price slips down, the mood grows cold. Back to the trenches, stories untold. Break walls of old. Back to the trenches, stories untold. Down their struggles and part of stories untold. The wolves are howling, the bears are near, the bears are near. Price is falling, our fears appear. The test of strength, a true despair. Will we bounce back or sink to care? Salute a true despair. Will we bounce back or sink to care? Depths of despair where shadows play. The charts reveal a story of a bearish way. We're stuck in this rut with no clear path ahead. But whispers of hope are all that we've read. Highs are distant, the lows draw near. A struggle rages with no clear cheer. The price descends like tears in air, hoping for a break to show we care.
lows are low, despair creeps in as the market goes slow. The bounce is brief before it's gone, leaving us with a sorrowful tone. The lows are low, despair creeps in as the market goes slow. The bounce is brief before it's gone, leaving us with a sorrowful tone. The highs are low, the lows are near. Despair creeps in and fears appear. The charts converge, the trend is clear. A correction's here, with tears and fear.
In despair, we search for a way out. We tested highs, our hopes devout. The charts align, the trends in doubt. Will Bitcoin rise or fall without? In despair, we search for a way out. We're testing highs, our hopes devout. The charts align, the trends in doubt. Will Bitcoin rise or fall? In the depths of despair, where shadows play, a rally stirs and hope's on its way. The charts design a trap to unwind. Deception's guise, a prize to find. The charts design a trap to unwind. Deception's guise, a prize to find. Beware the bounce, it may just pretend to be the start of a new trend. depths of despair we find our fate. A bolster dziewynać dolał w amerykańskich. That creates. The rally's real, or so it would seem. A trap set forth for the unwary to be.
Deception's veil, lips high and low. A rally born from shadows that will go. The bears may roar, but Bitcoin's in tow. Angel of highs, discussions and spirit facing low. The rally born from shadows that will go. The bears may roar, but Bitcoin's in tow. A fleeting dream of highs to show.
Disguised descent, a wolf in sheep's clothing lies. Beneath the surface, a bear still compromises. The numbers dance, but don't be fooled by guys. Reality checks out as the top line compromises. Deception reigns, the bears pretend to lead the way, but bulls take a stand. A rally's born, though hearts remain cold, until it's proven the truth will unfold. Rally's born, though hearts remain cold, until it's proven the truth will unfold.
rally born of bearish despair. Deception dances, markets rare. The trap is sprung, the price I've sung. Even if Jones fallen, a neutral trends, friends. A rally born of bearish despair. Deception dances, markets rare. The trap is the price, the bravest chance. Even Jones fallen, a new trend, friends. Fake moves abound, but the trend prevails. Above London 19, the bulls reveal. The tests are past, the doubts assailed. The rally's real, no need to fail. Fake moves abound, but the trend prevails. Above 119, the bulls reveal. The tests are past, the tasks, the doubts assail. The rally's real, no need to fail.
还想相信梦到斑斓，也能只来比斯通路基斯达苏。Met flying leads, met bomb sets, so I was looking such died out and see this such a feat. Thinking back on my start for self-revenge, but you can't see that's a deep pitch and shift with dance like that. You know she make a night and then when she like the words and the she's already been can't start singing that she feel cause she's like all the bunch me dash then they did so dumb shit they are in night on for the top I see more than in the night. Talagang ganun siya rin didisanadan. Ikusabi ba sa mois mo rin inishigit swere Yisoma peace mo de klishiyang. In the shadows of doubt and fear, a rally forms but don't come near. The bears are full, the wolves retreat as Bitcoin's price begins to repeat. The dance is subtle, the rhythms meet, but don't get trapped in this deception's beat. But don't get trapped in this deception's beat. Tempting fate, we wait in vain as markets sink and hopes decline. The dance of despair, we're trapped again in this vortex of priced refrain. The dance of despair, we're trapped again in this vortex of priced refrain. In the shadows, prices creep, seeking solace in ancient sleep. The stars call a test so deep. Will Bitcoin find new life to keep? In the shadow, the clouds are so deep. Will Bitcoin find new life to keep?
The trap is set if the bears are misled. A rally forms, their doubts are dead. The price surges, the truth is spread to 192 this spread. He wants an 18-year revealed to one no keating dar to one say you know your new path is there.
deception's veil is lifted high. A rally born of lies and sighs. The charts deceive, the price does play. The charts deceive as traders sway. The wise ones see through the dissuade, but wise ones see through the disguise and profit from the bear's demise. In shadows dark, the bears do sleep, as subtle whispers start to creep. The prize holds stark, the bears do sleep, and upper whispers start to creep. The price holds steady, a trap to keep, and upward bound the momentum does leap. To 119,000 the target's near. A rally's birth, the truth they'll fear. Reigns around these skies, concealing truth behind the wise. The crowd is fooled in a dancing haze, but the price will tell in a different day. The crowd is swaying a dancing haze, but the price will tell in a different. A wolf in sheep's clothing, trends unfold as bears try to deceive, but bulls are told to hold their ground. Don't sell or yield. The upward momentum still a yield.
and all with tricks so sly. A rally forms before the market says goodbye. The dance begins with steps so fine, but we know bet's just a barren sky. But we know better. It's just a bear in disguise. Bear in disguise. The dance begins with steps so fine, but we know better. It's just a bear in disguise. A wolf in sheep's clothing, a rally so fine. Deception lurks beneath the surface shine. The crowd is fooled by a brief reprieve, but bears are lurking, waiting to deceive. The wolves howl in the darkness, a deceptive guise. A rally unfolds, but bears sold mice, but bears still compromise. The trend is strong, yet doubts arise. Can the bulls hold on and reach? Can the bulls hold on and reach the skies? Higher highs. Deception lingers in every